Hey, remember that list I made of the hardest DKC levels? Well, if you don't, let me get to the point. I had purposely left out the Lost World levels from DKC 2 and 3 for the main reason that I hadn't played all the ones from Dixie's Double Trouble at that time. Now with that little hurdle out of the way, I'm going to make amends and make a list of my hardest Lost World levels from DKC 2 and 3. These levels are based on the amount of anger and frustration they've given me, which basically means how many times I've met an unexpected end. And for a little clarity, I'm not using the levels from the new DKC games, as I just wanted to be focused on the Super Nintendo classics. Everybody still on the same page? Oh, why 5 instead of the normal 10 this time? Because these 5 deserve the spotlight, while the other 5 would just be filler. Alright, let's start it off! You know what can hurt your platforming skills? Ice physics. You know what can make that even worse? Having to go down the level while the stage barely shows you what's down there is basically having a leap of faith. The faith that you'll hit a zinger. Even using Dixie's helicopter twirl gives you a very short amount of time to see what's ahead. Imagine doing this for the whole level. Just keep going down and praying you miss something. Most of the time the thing you'll miss the most is the cannon and cannonball and get a zinger instead. Black ice battle. More like black eye battle. Fourth place. When replaying the Lost World levels to relive the pain, I had completely forgotten about how many bruises this level gave me. I had just recently played through this level for the first time ever, and the problem wasn't the Woody Woodpecker knockoffs, it was just finding all the bonus barrels. So then I went back to play this level again, and jeez! I don't know how I thought it wasn't that hard the first time through, but apparently these little guys who have seriously overpopulated this place, please stop traffic so I can get through, why doesn't it end? Wanted to prove to me that this level belonged here. Curse their horrible convincing skills. Yeah, so about that DKC levels list I made. Well, if you recall, the reason there were no Lost World levels on there was because I hadn't played all of them. So I wanted to exclude them in case there was a level that should have been there but wasn't. And I was right! After watching Antude's video plug by the way, I wanted to finish what I started in DKC 3 and play Rocket Rush for myself. What on earth gave them the idea to make a level like this? You're in a wooden rocket slowly descending while burning up red buzzers. Won't lie, that feels great. Until you make it to the bottom, fuel up, and blast off! And this is where you want to say, Houston, we have a problem! Getting to the top isn't exactly a fun ride, more like trial and error, and yelling. If anything, I'm guessing this is where they got the idea to do the Barrel Blast game and the Rocket Barrels in Retros games, so it's got that going for it if I'm right. If you somehow make it to the top, it'll feel like a celebration where you just want to dance. There is an interesting note here. This level doesn't have any bonus barrels at all, so you never have to worry about looking for them. Man, Kitty, where did you learn to dance like that? Second place! Oh, Rambi, we missed you in DKC 3. What we got was Ellie. And while she had her uses, she was a total cartoon stereotype elephant when you encountered fur-diseased rodents. And once you get to the first Lost World level of DKC 3, that's where you'll truly miss Rambi. After getting scared by rats who are just taunting her, she takes off and nothing slows her down. Keep your eyes on what's in front of you at all times, hit that jump button at a moment's notice, and don't blink. You either need to have great reflexes or a great memory to learn from your mistakes. The worst part of this is that third bonus barrel. The first two are given to you, but the third one, you need to keep this little bird alive with you the whole way through, so that's something else you need to keep your attention on. And if you make it to the end, you need to use the bird again and avoid the buzzer. And if you fail, you'll have to do the entire stage again! And just think, this is only second! Think you can handle number 1 after this? Alright, first place! Sorry about that, folks. My point is, this level will drive you insane! This is the most infamous level in DKC 2, and is basically guaranteed to collect on a number of your lives. Let me walk you through it. You start with Rambi, where you just bulldoze everything without a care. Then you have On Guard, and you mostly avoid suicide puff tops. Followed by Squitter, who can avoid the level by just sticking to the top of the stage. And the level ends with Ratley bouncing on red zingers. Doesn't sound so bad, does it? Well, that's because before you're home free, you're screwed! When you get here with Squitter, you notice there are leaves, and the only time there are leaves is when there is wind, and when you get turned into squawks, that's where the real patience burner comes into place. With the wind constantly pushing you left or right against brambles, you know you just entered the land of nightmares. But I'm going to leave the footage unedited for this part, because you've got to see this to believe this. When I played through this level for the first time in years, I actually got through it without getting hit. Any fan who has endured this level will say, "That's not possible! You must have cheated or hacked the game to do this because I don't believe it!" And you know what? I don't blame them! I mean, this is me playing the game and I still don't believe I did this! So I played the level again and got my butt handed to me. Then I did it again, and by almost never pushing left or right on the D-pad, I got through it again without getting hit. But just so you know this isn't hacked, I did die on the squitter part and took a hit on the Ratley section. I feel like my gaming credibility just went up and down at the same time. Just like my sanity. Not even the fan-favorite Sticker Brush Symphony music could calm me down while playing through this thorny situation. Did I finally kill off enough time to end this section? I did? Okay, good. And that's it for this mini list, and if you have your own list of 5 or even 10, I'd like to hear what Lost World levels from DKC 2 and 3 made you lose your mind! Abandon all sanity, thee who enters this level. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little substitute video for Tropical Freeze Week, and if you're just now joining in for whatever reason, here are the other 4 videos that go along with it. A new and improved music tracks for the next Smash featuring Tropical Freeze music, my 10 personal favorite DKC Tropical Freeze levels, the DKC Super Nintendo Trilogy review, and the review for Tropical Freeze itself. So, what are the chances of doing another week like this, but for a different series? Well, if the views from all the combined Tropical Freeze Week videos, not counting the promo, gets 100,000 views before the end of March, I'll do another week right away. After I see what the view results are, I'll let you guys decide what it'll be in a voting video, but only if that number is reached. So I'll start brainstorming some more videos, and I'll see you guys later.